Hi, everybody. Welcome. Um, I'm doing this. I sat on it for a few days because I wasn't sure how I wanted to handle um, the situation, but I've taken a lot of notes, so I'm going to be reading from them because I want this to not be real long, and I don't want to. I'm going to try not to get too snarky, which I can't promise. But I just have a few things that I want to say because I really have strong feelings about this and about the videos that Mike Rinder put out. So, Mike Rinder, when I saw you had a series of videos, I was like, yay! I was real hopeful and thinking, finally, he's going to speak out, tell the truth, and help a lot of people, help vindicate the second gens maybe, or bring some healing to a lot of people in the SPTV community and the second gens. I was real hopeful, and I thought it might even go a long way in helping to get the kids that are still suffering inside of those horrible buildings. It might help get them out of there. And that lasted less than a minute. Yep, about, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds. And I absolutely could not believe what I was hearing. It was truly unbelievable. I'm making this video for a few reasons. One being that I'm in utter disbelief that a man who looks like he's on his deathbed would take the precious time that is left to spend more hate and lies and to spin and tell a narrative that you have concocted by twisting, omitting, and changing reality. A narrative that is so full of lies, half truths, and hate that it boggles the mind. It boggles my mind. It's truly amazing that you would rather hang on to hate and anger and lies and jealousy than free yourself and have a nice life for the rest of your life, the time you have left. It's more important for you to hold on to your cancer than stopping with the lies and hate and not going to the police or the FBI or whoever you need to go to tell about your crimes and other people's crimes while you were in Scientology. Very, very disappointing. Actually, it's more than disappointing. It's ridiculous. You say that you're doing the videos in an effort to bring some truth and facts into the world and hopefully to help others while unburdening some of the toxicity that's within you. How can you even say that? Making the videos you made is keeping toxicity inside of you going. You make no sense. You said that for the past 18 months that all the treatments have failed, but it brought you clarity. Are you kidding me? You think you have clarity? Your videos aren't clarity. And doing this for your own good and for everybody else's good doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. How does that even equate, Mike Rinder? If doing it for your good, let's start with that. How can you possibly think that this, telling your narrative I'm talking about, that we don't believe because we have eyes to see and ears to hear the truth? Plus, you've already said everything before. You're just repeating the same old shit. It's crazy. It truly is crazy. You're repeating yourself. We've heard it all before. We don't believe you. Holding on to hate, anger, and resentment significantly impacts your health, my Rinder. It increases stress levels, leading up to high blood pressure, heart problems, weakened immune system, digestive problems, headaches, insomnia, and mental health issues like anxiety and depression. When you hold on to negative emotions, your body produces stress hormones like cortisol, which can weaken immune systems, potentially making it more difficult to detect and combat cancerous cells. Studies indicate that actively expressing and processing anger, getting rid of hate and grudges, rather than suppressing it and holding on to it, can be beneficial for overall health and may help with cancer treatment outcomes. Psychological impact. The stress of carrying resentment can significantly upset your mental well-being, leading to anxiety, depression, like I said, and further hindering your ability to cope with a cancer diagnosis. There is evidence to show that suppressed anger can be a precursor to the development of cancer, also a factor in its progression after getting diagnosed. Think of that. Okay, let's talk about what you're holding on to. All that muck. You're holding on to a big, this is how I see it, like a big ball of muck. And look what it's done for you. Your number one drive in this world, the number one focus of yours is Aaron Smith Levin. You have held so much hate, jealousy, and held so many lies. And most of all, for 25, you've held onto and stuffed 25 years of crimes against children and adults. I think that's about how long you were in the Sea Org, or was it 28 years? I forget. You've held on to it so long that your body couldn't take it anymore. A body is not made to carry so much hate, so many lies, and horrible secrets, so much shame and guilt. It's it's been left in a huge pile inside of you, and your hate and anger and jealousy of Aaron has fed and fertilized this pile of muck. Therefore, it has festered and grown into cancer. That's all it could grow into. I mean, what else is it supposed to do? What you kept and keep feeding it, you kept feeding and keep feeding it. And with all of that negativity, I mean, what did you expect to happen? It has to do something. Did you expect it to grow into a bed of roses or flower beds? It grew into cancer. You fed the muck, the cancer. Your cancer had the best care from you. All the treatments were for naught. Your hate, secrets, and lies are stronger than any chemo and or any radiation or pills or injections or whatever treatments you had. So much stronger that your cancer has spread. Why don't you get a clue, my Rinder? Look at yourself in the mirror and see what carrying and hanging on to all of this has done for you. It hasn't served you well, that's for sure. Do you think maybe you should have thought about getting rid of the toxicity long before now? That would have been the first thing you should have been doing a long time ago. Oh boy. So, last year, about this time, it was actually last November, and for the following few months, you did tell your truth. You did attack Aaron and the SPTV community. Don't think for a minute that we haven't heard all of this shit before. You're repeating yourself, like I said. You made sure to tell your side, your truths. So why the fuck are you back at it, Mike Rinder? It's truly amazing. We've heard all of your shit before. Shut up already. We don't believe you because you lie, and we've caught you in your lies, and so we've caught you a lot of times. And we don't care. We don't give a frick anymore. And after you did all of this, don't think you stopped there. Oh no, not by a long shot. How many freaking months did you let one of your board members attack us, Aaron Smith Levin, and many others? Do you know why you cannot be believed? You pretend to be so concerned with the reputation of the Aftermath Foundation and how the board members behave. But for months, you allowed Stephanie Hutchinson to do what she did. Are you freaking kidding me? You're so vile and wrong and hypocritical. I've never seen someone so hell-bent on destroying a person as Stephanie Hutchinson is and was. And actually, you tie with her. Both of you two spend way too much time on hate blogs. Why don't you give that up? Trying to find where I'm at. Sorry. So I have some major questions that deserve some major answers, Mike Rinder. Okay, in those 7 videos, you mentioned a whole lot of people. People you like and people you don't like. And you tell lies about them and a lot of half-truths and give a lot of your opinions, which are not based on facts. One very important person you left out, conveniently left out, on purpose you left out, was Stephanie Hutchinson. This is a major mistake, Mike Rinder. This is 100% proof that your intention with these videos is your intentions are evil, pure evil. That's proof. By leaving Stephanie out of the whole thing is ludicrous. There is no way any honest person with the intent of helping themselves and others could or would skip over this evil person who has intentionally thrown so much hate and spewed so many blatant lies out, always hitting first, always attacking first. She has literally made Aaron and others a personal vendetta, waging absolute war for the past year and all done under your watch. You and the other Aftermath Foundation board members have let her do your bidding, never saying one word publicly nor obviously privately to stop her attacks. She has obviously been encouraged by you and others under your control to try and destroy Aaron and anyone who is his ally. We've been called keyboard warriors, dogs with fleas, cult members, and your latest favorite is flying monkeys. And boy, do you call us flying monkeys plenty of times in these 7 videos, your most recent videos. They're disgusting. It's disgusting. I mean, I have no words. I have no words. Stephanie Hutchinson has never been attacked first. We only answer when she comes out with her attacks. None of us ever attacked first, period. We have the receipts every time. You have no way to squirm and lie your way out of this. So quit trying to gaslight us, Mike Rinder. Just stop. Stop with your shit. For real. There's a bunch of shit, too. Those videos are ridiculous. I have no sympathy for you at this moment. So, questions. Disgusting that you would make the fundraiser that Aaron Smith Levin did for you and that many of us in the SPTV community contributed to, even though you made it a disgusting thing, and even though you accepted every penny of it, you tried to make it an ugly thing. How dare you say his motive was wrong, acting like you know or knew his motive. Only someone jealous, vile, and ungrateful would turn something kind and caring into what you turned it into. How do you live with yourself, Mike Rinder? It's disgusting. It really is. You also never went on YouTube to say thank you to any of us. You had your wife write something in your blog or on your community tab or somewhere, a written thank you, like any of us really ever read your blog. I don't. I've never read your blog. I've read parts of it when you came out with that 100-page one, that was full of lies. Anyway, don't you know most of us don't read your effing blog? You purposely only put a thank you there. How ungrateful. And that is low class. Very low class. Only a scumbag would do something like that. You are a scumbag, I think, Mike Rinder. I doubt Aaron Smith Levin would want any favor shown from you and your kind of people. It's not his style. You want us to believe the women board members were afraid of Aaron Smith Levin? Right. Okay, sure, I believe that. That's hogwash. Give me a break. Why all of a sudden is Jane Doe #1 on your hit list, Mike? She didn't bow to you? She didn't bow to you and Leah, maybe? Did she show... Oops. Did she show Aaron favor and not you? Or because she was friends with Aaron and you decided she wasn't your friend anymore? We really don't care about any of that shit. And why are you bringing up the same shit, except now you're claiming you were gray rocking Aaron? You did not gray rock. Gray rocking is, let's see, gray rocking is minimizing communication, giving short one-word answers, hide emotional reactions, avoided eye contact, stuff like that. You didn't do that. You might have thought you were doing that, but you didn't. You had Stephanie Hutchinson all the meantime doing all your bidding. And Graham Berry, you had him do your bidding too. You're a coward, Mike. For real. For real. Okay. Let's see. Okay, and your lies about Miriam. How the hell are you going to bold-faced lie and expect us to believe anything you say? How crazy was it for you to say that Miriam didn't know she was a victim until she was on the Aftermath show and the police had to tell her? Oh, I don't know what you're thinking, but that was the wrong thing to say. She filed her first lawsuit years before that stupid show that you say. Anyway, you're an idiot. You keep proving you're an idiot and a narcissist from hell. And how are you going to police who Aaron or anyone has a beef with? How are you going to police that? Really? You going to protect people you don't like against any criticism? They can do what they want, and if they offend someone, they just better shut up about it? Huh? Really? Chris Shelton and Alex Barnes Ross and Mitch Brisker are grown-ass men, Mike Rinder. They can answer for themselves. Shut the frick up about trying to defend them. For real. And I want to let you know also that Aaron has never, not once, told any of us to attack you, the Aftermath Foundation, the Aftermath Foundation board members. Never, ever has he told us to unsubscribe. I've never heard him saying anything except the facts of what he said happened to him. His story, and he is 100% credible, Mike, unlike you. I've never caught him in a lie, and he doesn't have trolls doing his bidding. Trolls who hide their identity, like the most recent ones that have been found out. They are cowards. They hide their faces and don't use their real names. Imagine that. Okay, now this is what really blew my mind. Why would you bring up the sausage incident? That is so outrageous. What the fuck? You absolutely did what you told us Miscavige does. You are 100% obsessed with Aaron's sex life, Mike Rinder. You can't stop yourself. You can't control your fascination with his sex, drug, vacation, whatever you called it. I don't even know. Do you not understand? Or maybe you just wanted to rub your ex-wife's nose in it and purposely try to embarrass her one last time. Let me rephrase that. You knew exactly what you were doing. 100% calculated. I'll continue. Let's see. The sausage story, to my knowledge, was relatively unknown to the community at large. It was not one of the things on the thumb drive that was leaked. The one reference to it by Chrissy Bixler on TikTok has never, ever been a topic in this community. Sorry, it just wasn't. It was never a thing. So your intent sucks once again because you try to use it to punish for evil purposes, but it has backfired. You have successfully added a sex story to your narrative, to your legacy, and to your story. The only one who even cares about this is you. Wear it proudly, Mike Rinder. So you think bringing up Aaron again and by retelling everything he's done so terrible and all according to your narrative and making it fit your narrative and your truths is going to do any good. It's not. It's not. So, listening to your 7 videos and seeing what holding on to hate and lies and secrets has done for you and to you, well, it hasn't served you well. Do I need to word clear some things for you since you're incapable of doing that? You are not doing any favors for yourself, your wife, or any of your 4 kids or other members of your family or friends. Stop feeding your cancer. Get on with it. We don't want to hear it anymore. It may not be too late. Your family is where it's at, Mike Rinder. Go spend time with them, not out here. Don't spend time spewing your narrative anymore. Forget Aaron. Cry for your victims, for God's sake. And I also want to say there's been several people that have come out to call you out and correct your lies, and they brought receipts. Thank God. You will never win, Mike Rinder, because truth and those who speak truth are the only winners. You don't respect nor hold truth in high esteem. Therefore, truth escapes you. You lose, period. You are but a speck. We all are, but your speck in time is so ugly because you've left is hate in the world when you could have left healing, love, and validation. Why, Mike Rinder? Why was it and is it so hard for you? Why couldn't you love others as much as you love yourself? You couldn't even love your kids enough to get over yourself. You're so pathetic, and it's a tragedy to watch. You made the wrong choice, Mike Rinder, and it was a choice. You chose you when you could have chosen others. So tragic, so ugly, so unfortunate for yourself and others. There are no tears for you, Mike Rinder. We will give our tears to your victims. Since you couldn't do it, we'll do it for you. No more kids in Scientology.